Yeah, I met Jesus at a very young age. We actually had a pastor in my neighborhood as a neighbor, Mr. Clancy Cruz. And there was, I think he did like a summer vacation Bible camp kind of thing. And I remember him asking if we wanted to invite Jesus into our heart, that we could do that, and told us a prayer we could say. And so I remember doing that and feeling very filled in that moment and happy after I invited Jesus into my heart. So that was when I first met Jesus, and I was pretty young. But from that point of, excitement and fire, I kind of walked away, and, I would come back, but I couldn't say that I really followed Jesus. I didn't live like a Christ follower for a large part of my life, from, grade school up through college. Probably believe was where I was most distant. And so, I came back home after college and started meeting and falling in love with my now wife. And so she was a little bit more, advanced in life and wasn't going to put up with my young person antics. And so she suggested that we go back to church, and I'd always kind of not really been keen on the idea of going back to church. Didn't have a lot of great experiences that made me want to go back and do that. And so, but I liked her a lot. I loved Sarah. So I agreed to go to church and came to Movement Church actually, and I loved being there. I loved the crowd, the people, and just instantly getting along and feeling like I was welcome and part of the family there. So there I started, regularly attending, and ended up choosing to get baptized with my wife, baptized my wife. And I think from that point on, really dedicated my life to looking like a Christ follower and making the moves that reflected that in my life. So from that point on, I started living for Christ and not for what typically was the validation of others, and trying to prove myself and earn worth that way. And so now my life looks different in that I don't seek that from others. I know that I'm found in Christ and that I have value there. And so I think that's really how I don't approach people now and try to be important or impressive or interact with them in a way that I think would gain their approval. Now I can just talk with people and show them love for whoever they are, wherever they're at, and that feels a lot more fulfilling and less stressful than trying to be somebody that I'm not. I've been able to kind of really understand more of who I am and not be such a people pleaser or lost individual, I would say, which has given me a lot of peace in life.